Hey everybody, what's going on? Classy Video Games here, or CVG, and welcome to a brand new series I'm starting now that Bioshock 2 is over. It's kind of a sad day. I was really enjoying Bioshock 2. I'm starting the Witcher series. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already played this game before. It is apparently a very popular game. It was made by CD Projekt Red. I believe they were like a branch of BioWare, is my understanding. I know that they used the BioWare engine from 2007 to make this, and this was made, 2009? But that's not really important. I got this on a Steam sale. They were selling it for the Halloween sale, and I thought it looked like a pretty sweet game, to be quite honest, so I figured I might as well give it a shot. Now, I've been putting off playing this game, just this series in general, for quite a while, and I'll tell you why. This game, from what I had always heard, is very slow starting, and it is one of those games that you really have to, you really have to love it in order to play it. And a lot of people were turned away because of the super long, they said about the first hour or two, is pretty much tutorial and backstory, so please bear with me on this, but I do want to use The Witcher as kind of a replacement for Bioshock until I get perhaps another Bioshock game or something like Metro or something that kind of everybody knows and loves. But I do hope that this can become a long-running series on my channel just like Bioshock was. And I'm kind of sad because I'm actually recording this before Bioshock is done. It's actually several days before Bioshock is done. So I don't get to post this until Bioshock is done, because I have to finish my Bioshock before I can move on to my next long play. But anyways, enough talking. Let's get into this. Now, one thing that is a little bit weird is I have to hold down Shift for my cursor to show up, so I can't actually see anything. And I did post the cinematic trailer in the same playlist. It is the first video in the playlist. So I posted that the same day that the Bioshock finale came up, to kind of give you guys a taste of what I'm going to be playing next now that that is finished. But I'm very excited to start playing this. Play the Witcher Adventure, or play New Adventures. I'm not entirely sure what New Adventures is. I'm just going to go ahead and click Play the Witcher, because I think that's the main intermediate level. Combat is challenging. Alchemy is required to survive. I think we're going to go with medium. That seems like a kind of normal difficulty, because I know if it's so difficult that we die all the time, that won't be fun to watch. But if it's also so easy that we don't have to try, people won't want to see that either. So we're going to go ahead and pick medium. Mouse preferred, featuring an easily controlled smart isometric camera. Casual gamers and those wanting strategic overkill. We're going to do mouse and keyboard. Recommended for experienced gamers who want to get close to the action. I think that's what we want. Really, why wouldn't you use the keyboard? It's here anyways. And I'm not a casual. I'm not a filthy casual. Let's see, we are in Kaer Morhen, the exterior. I did try to record this earlier with a couple of my buddies, but they were very loud during all of the cutscenes and such, so sadly I have to re-record this. I mean, not sadly, I have to re-record it, but, I'd already played like 3 episodes, and I had to redo it. But anyways, let's get into this.
The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwen. The year 1270. 5 years after the Great War.
Now, I am aware that the part with Geralt running was a little bit laggy, and I'm not entirely sure why. This is about the third or fourth time I've tried to smooth that out. I've tried lowering the graphics, and
Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave.
Sorry, that cutscene interrupted me. Sorry about that lag, though. I can't figure out how to fix it. Hopefully, it doesn't lag too bad. It seems like once we get into the actual gameplay, it stops lagging. So I'm sorry these cutscenes are a little bit glitchy.
We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing Karamoran.
Really is a pretty looking place. I'd love to live there. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I'm so excited. Look at this. Oh, look at this. This looks magnificent. Looks like it's gonna be a fun game. Oh, I'm so excited.
We're home. Leo, get Triss.
Your time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
Wrong, you missed a parry. I keep repeating this. Pirouette always followed by a back cross parry. Always.
Barely 2 days have passed since they found you.
I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Remember anything?
Not much. Look below. I know the moves. Pirouette, parry, cut. I can't explain it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you were important.
Geralt, we...
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at Karamoran.
Ha! It worked! Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's mine! Vesemir, we got company. I'm shutting the gate. Geralt, grab a sword off the training forms.
Again, I must say, I'm sorry that these cutscenes are lagging. I'm not entirely sure why they are. Move the cursor over the sword and left click to equipped. Left click on an enemy to attack. Alright, we seem to be doing fairly well. This combat system is very mouse intensive. which is totally fine. I guess it's just something that, in over-the-shoulder mode, use WAS and D keys, rotate the camera by moving your mouse, press and hold shift to unlock the cursor to move freely. This is actually kind of cool. It's a little clunky, but overall, I think I like it. Oh, this guy's getting gangbanged so hard.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Anyone know who the intruders are?
Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Marigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
So they said holding shift, you get a free cursor. It's not showing up on your screen at all. But you can see, I don't know, my screen recorder doesn't seem to want the cursor to show up because it's apparently layered or something. But you can see my the little icons lighting up in the top right corner there. And one thing I don't know if you noticed with this medallion that I'm hovering over here, when I turn my character, you'll see that it kind of changes the lighting on this medallion up in the corner, and I thought that was pretty sweet, to be quite honest. Is there a way to... wasn't it... I think I've read this before. It was like Q puts this in, and then like Q changes your stance or something, and there's like a button that Tab puts it away, and Q pulls it out. That's good to know. It's good to know that we're learning the keyboard controls. Anyway, another laggy cutscene. Woohoo!
What's happening?
They're trying to break down the gate.
They won't get anywhere without a battering ram.
Whoa, what is that thing?
A frightener. One mean beast.
That thing looks terrifying.
Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
They're coming up here. Get ready.
I wonder why only some of these cutscenes are lagging.
The upper courtyard.
The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwin. A real maggot. I don't recognize the sorcerer.
Marigold, I'm interested in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest is witch's work.
I'll try.
They're coming. The frightener is very dangerous, but it's vulnerable to loud noises.
The bell's in the upper courtyard.
Exactly. Eskel, Lambert, you'll help me stop the frightener and the bandits. Leo, stay behind us. Geralt, you open the gate to the upper courtyard. When we're there, Triss can stop Savola and his pet while we prepare to deal with the professor and the unknown mage.
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this. Bleed them a bit down here before withdrawing. Geralt, follow the wall and break through to the tower where there's a passage to the upper courtyard.
Alone?
They're just bandits, though one might be infamous. You must open the gate. We'll be waiting. Good luck, Wolf.
Okay, so already I have a couple questions. First off, he called me Wolf, so I'm wondering if that's like a nickname of mine or something. And he also at one point did call me, or he called Triss, he called her Marigold, so I'm wondering whether her name is indeed Triss or Marigold. But I suppose that will kind of expose itself as we move on. How does this work with two of them? You've just stunned your opponent. Left click to finish him off. Come on, hit him. Oh! Oh my god. Jeez. I wonder if there's like a block or a parry of some kind that I can learn. I mean, besides just... Oh! My god, that was cool. That was cool. I'm a fan of that. Whatever that was. That was cool. Oh, spacebar pauses the game. There is no sprint. We have a lot to learn, but if this is the first video of my channel you guys are watching, I would like to say thank you very much for joining me. I am looking forward to playing this game, although I have never played it before, so any and all help you could give me would be appreciated, as I am sort of a noob to The Witcher. But I would like to know why this is the video that brought your attention. I just would like to know kind of how my audience comes in, just kind of for my own analytical purposes, I guess is what you'd call it. So if you guys found this for a specific reason, I'd like to know if it was via Twitter or if you just searched it or something like that. Just tell me down in the comments or send me a YouTube message. I'd like to know kind of who my audience is and how you're finding me so I can maybe market myself a little better. And I would like to say I do hope you enjoy what you're seeing, and if you don't, please feel free to leave a comment and tell me how I could improve. Now, I am liking this combo system now that I kind of understand it. Oh, I just cut his head off. Oh, that's cool. That is nasty stuff. Look at that. Gotta say, I'm a fan of the violence in this game. I like how he kind of slides if you're not moving fast enough. Can I jump? I can't jump down it. Is there anything? I wonder how much exploring plays a part in this game. In terms of, will exploring the environment like help me in any way, shape, or form? Why is he dodging like that? Is that just what happens when you double tap back with a sword, or left or right? He seems to do a dodge and then he does a little jump. Use the fast style to defeat agile opponents. Switch to this style by clicking the cat icon or pressing X. Okay, that's cool. We have different combat styles. I can dig it. I'm totally down with that. Oh, wow. And then I played this a little bit earlier just to see if it would record. Looks like Z is to switch to the wolf icon or the heavy style. So that is pretty neat. I'm interested to find out how these different play styles kind of play into our combat as a whole. Like, as you can see, you have to use it for differently for different enemies. But I'm wondering as a whole how it's going to affect the overall gameplay. Press spacebar to toggle active pause mode. I really need to pause to switch the styles. Like, is this... I mean, they gave you hotkeys for it already. I don't see why this is such a big deal, but... Like, really, you can just press the Z key and you switch back to the heavy style, and then X is back to the cat, so... I don't know, I'll play with it. I don't know, I'll see what works. But so far, I'm kind of digging this. I thought the controls were going to be really weird at first, but I'm actually coming to find that they actually play quite smoothly.
No way through here. Follow me. Back to Savola.
I'm also curious how that Savola character plays into the storyline as a whole, because I am aware that this is an RPG. So and I know it's one of these games where they say that the choices you make very heavily influence and how the game goes, like how your overall experience in the game goes. Some of the choices you make affect your gameplay farther down the line. So I'm intrigued to see how this how this all kind of plays together. We do have dodging, so that is nice to know about. How do I... There must be a way to deal with, like, groups like this. Come on. Oh, I'm in the wrong combat style. Can I take out the little guy first? It seems as though if I'm in the wrong combat style, I cannot even hurt somebody of the other proper style. So, that is kind of a neat mechanic, how they kind of almost force you to use the different combat styles. As I said earlier, I'm curious to see how this plays into combat with especially some of the much larger enemies, such as the monsters. I'm wondering if the combat styles only affect humans or if they're affected by everything. I heard that if you hold Alt, you can indeed look at everything that you can possibly kind of interact with in the game, even like loot and things. Looks like we get a ham sandwich. Where did... Inventory? Is that... Wait. It said we picked up a sandwich. I don't know. I'll mess with this later. Right now is not the time. Should probably pull our sword out and get ready for some fighting. I gotta say, I'm really starting to notice more and more kind of how the how much clunkier the combat system feels if you are if you're using the wrong style. You can just tell immediately that it's not working right, and it's kind of, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but the combat system feels kind of clunky if you don't use the combos. So that's kind of nice to see that they made the combos very... The alt key to highlight usable objects nearby. We just went over that. Oh, it also lights up every single name in all of existence. But I kind of like to see that you have to combo in order to keep combat flowing properly. Some games you really can just mash a button. I think this will add more of a tactical style of gameplay. Oh boy, and this thing's back. I don't remember what they were calling this thing, but it sure is terrifying.
Damn it, Geralt. It's a miracle you're alive.
You could have told me about the stairs.
Lambert and Eskel were supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're not masons. No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some good steel snow fox pelts.
I mean the laboratory and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Triss may be right. We need to find out what they want.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on a strong mage leading a frightener.
And you can't let the bandits in the lab.
Right as usual, Triss. Geralt, you've dealt with mages. Find out what this one wants. Leo will guide you.
Just reconnaissance, or...?
No one will be sorry if some of them lose their heads. You'll manage, Wolf. Just remember Leo's with you.
I can handle this. We'll see what's happening inside and be back.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. I'll be able to tell you how they work. We'll make sure no one else gets inside. Triss, stay with us in case Savola has any new ideas.
Access the items, open your inventory. Okay, so they said drink the Thunderbolt now. Could eat a ham sandwich. That also seems like a pretty good option, I must admit. eating a ham sandwich just seemed like fun. And one thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, here we are 15 minutes in the video and I have yet to mention this. If you're wondering why I called this Coitus quest, it's because this game has been described to me as a game where pretty much you go kill the giant monster and you have intercourse with one of the females in the game. So I've decided to call this Coitus quest as kind of the subtitle for our Let's Play of the Witcher series. Now I think this is going to be as good of a spot as any to end it, so thank you very much for watching The Witcher Coitus Quest, and hopefully you're enjoying. As always, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what it is I can improve on and what it is that you like about what you are seeing. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the